morning, Prestonians. Welcome to today's biology class. This morning, we'll be looking at the topic which says reproduction, and we'll be exploring the types of reproduction. Now, let's go to our objectives. At the end of the class, I expect you all to be able to define reproduction, discuss on the two major types of reproduction, explore the structures of the male and the female reproductive organs, and be able to coin out the importance of reproduction. Okay. Now, what do we define reproduction as? Reproduction is defined as the ability to give rise or to proliferate or to give birth to new individuals of the same species. Take for instance, your parents gave birth to you, right? Good. That is giving rise to you and your siblings, the same species. You look like your parents. You came from the same species as your parents. Goats will give birth to a goat. A sheep will give birth to a sheep. A human being will give birth to a human being, just like that. That is what reproduction is. Now let's look at the types of reproduction. Now we have the sexual reproduction and we have the asexual reproduction. Now the sexual reproduction has to do with two parents coming together to give birth to offspring. Okay? Now, asexual reproduction has to do with just a parent giving birth to offspring, identical most times in the asexual, and their offspring are called clones. Now let's take a look at the sexual reproduction diagram. Now let's look at this diagram. This is the male sperm. Like I said before, it involves two parents. Now this is the male and this is the female. Of course, two parents means two different sexes. One male, one female. So we have the male sperm representing the male and the female egg representing the female. They come together to form a zygote. Now, if you look at this picture, you will see that the sperm, when it gets to the region of the egg, only the head gets into the egg to fertilize the egg. Only the egg of the sperm, that's this, only it will get inside. You can see it somewhere here to fertilize the egg, and at the end of the day, zygote is formed inside, which comes to this level to become an embryo. And after a period of 9 months, you have a newborn baby. Now let's look at the structures of male and female reproductive organs. The structures of male and female reproductive organs. Now we have different organs in the male and different organs in the female. I'll just pick a few of them and talk about them. Now let's look at the testicle in the male. The testicle in the male. This is where the testes, or testes for plural, are formed. While the ovary in the female is where the egg, most times it's just one egg, and sometimes it's two eggs that are formed. So we have the ovary that is producing the eggs, and we have the testicle producing, we have two testicles anyway, producing the testes or testes. Testes for plural, testes for singular, testes for plural. Then we also have in the female the womb. This is it's called the uterus as well. You either call it the uterus or the womb. This is where the baby is implanted for growth. It's in the womb that the pregnant woman supplies nutrients and water to the baby while growing in the womb. Now, let's get to the last slide for today's class. Importance of reproduction. We have for continuity, that is to prevent extinction of the populace. To prevent extinction, for continuity, you have what we call family tree, something we've done before. Family tree, you would have the great-grandfather, the grandfather, the mother and father, and the children that came from that generation. So for continuity's sake, we need reproduction. And for survival of all species, Now you can see different species of animals. We have the goats, we have the dogs, we have elephants, we have lions, and so on and so forth. Now reproduction helps for this, for their survival. If they stop reproducing, then boom, we don't have any of them, we can't have any of them in years to come. So for continuity's sake and for survival of species, reproduction is very important. Now with this, I hope you've learned one or two things from today's class. I'll be I'll be meeting with you in the Google Classroom so that we could have more, I will throw more light on what I've presented just now, and we'll have our class stats to give us more information, and at the end of the day, we would come out with something reasonable on reproduction. Until then, I'll see you later. Have a nice day, guys.